2012, USA Football created head of football, and nationally we have player health and safety programs. 2 years later, more than 5,500 youth organizations and near 1,000 high school signed up for the program, representing a total of 1 million players. USA Football offers parents, players, and coach information.
I'm not going to say anything. When you're done with players, I'm just letting you into both players.
And then when the last time I see something,
Then that's when it stops.
yep, and then they'll cut it. He's going to have to do the earpiece.
International Federation of American Football on Facebook and following them on Twitter at IFAF official. Use hashtag IFAFW215 when tweeting about the game. If you're a fan of junior high school football, prove it by liking, following, and retweeting USA Football to get the news update you want. Visit us on Facebook, facebook.com/USA Football, and on Twitter
He's going to start showing us the replay.
Looking for one-stop shop for football education, strategy, and healthy
Yeah, okay. I thought he was going to show us the
Tom, okay.
And finally, did you know that USA Football annually awards more than $1.5 million in equipment and shield building grants?
Are we using IFAF, or do we need to say the whole thing out loud?
Yeah, I
An IFP.
slap that on there.
Yes. Some exit plays. Get your highlights. They disrupted that American basketball that forced America into several first half turnovers. Only trailing 10-6. This could not get any offense going in the second half as it was all USA. Good job. No, that's good.
You gonna be there?
I'm here, yeah.
You just hold it?
I
Can you hold that up a little bit more?
Not that way.
Hold it like that as well. Thank you. You got the camera right there.
Yep. We'll be able to see. That's the monitor we use.
Yeah, we're over there a little bit more. The one that's pointed at us.
Hey, shit, this one was black behind it. Yeah, I'm gonna come this way, bust out. A little more.
Okay.
Sure, let's do it. Check, check, check. Welcome to Canton, Ohio for the IFAF 2015 World Championships. Hi again, everybody. In the shadows of the Pro Football Hall of Fame, we are in day 3, round 3 action. Winner of today's matchup between the number 2 Japan team and the number 3 Mexico team will head to gold medal round. Looking forward to that. Joining me is Troy Richardson. Troy, Interesting. When I think of Japan, I think of Mexico. I want to think baseball. But these are a couple pretty good football teams.
These are two pretty good football teams. I've met 3 times previously. Japan winning all 3 contests in international competition. Let's take a look back at these teams in their previous game. First off, for Mexico against the United States, came out and set a tempo early with a great first half defensively. Just could not manage to get the offense going as they went down in defeat to the United States. Japan, same story defensively, forcing the U.S. into several first half turnovers, and it finally took a trick play for them to reach the end zone as they went down in defeat to the United States as well.
Both of these teams to advance to the gold medal game, they're going to have to count on a couple of very big players. One on the defensive side of the football, one on the offensive side. Stars to watch, or a couple of goods.
Well, right here you've got Octavio Gonzalez. They call him the Thor of the Mexican team, and he wields that warhammer from the defensive line position. The man he's got to try to stop, well, that's Shohei Kato. He leads this high-octane attack of Japan, just coming off a record-setting performance in the first-round loss to the United States.
Welcome to Canton, Ohio for the IFAF 2015 World Championship. Hi again, everybody. Day 3, round 3 action. Winner.
It's a check one, check one.
All right, I have a tendency to get loud when it gets exciting, so bear with me.
It's like the Erlander who was working here the other day as well.
So I'll get cranked up if something happens. So bear with me. All right. Let's see. Let's take a look at today's starting lineups. First of all, for Japan, they've got outstanding quarterback in Shohei Kato, 28 of 49, 273 yards, 2 interceptions against the U.S.
As you take a look here at this Mexican team, they run a very intricate style of offense, giving quarterback a lot of freedom to change the play at the line of scrimmage.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 5th IFAF World Championship at Benson Hall of Fame Stadium. This game is being streamed live on ESPN3 to American football fans throughout the United States, as well as on ESPN International.
Who's direct? Is that you, Dean? Okay, buddy. Hey, I didn't see anything on those player previews, but I should be able to plug that in right when we come back. Right? I could say, hey, those player previews brought to you by Rydell, the official 100%. And okay, and then you want to go to head coaches, right? I'm going down this. We're going to head coaches next. Okay. Where was the other reads he wanted? Oh, that's it.
That's just a big time for it.
Those are the only ones?
That's just for Charlie. And Dean tell me when he wants this red.
Yes, I need more. I'm like you, man. I need a glass. I need that glass wall. I fill the thing.
Well, have you getting all the emails and everything?
Yeah, and I go through them. But ironically, the 2 teams I needed, these 2 teams, I didn't get any of them.
They didn't send that stuff to later on.
Yeah.
That's how it's pretty much been going.
So I'm like, okay.
The coach's last name is Mori. That's not his first name. It's his
yeah. Kiyoyuki Mori, Raul Sanchez.
Is it Sanchez?
That's what I had on one.
Raul Riviera is what he goes by.
Is it Sanchez Riviera?
Yeah, but he goes to Raul Riviera. He is funny. Land of the Rising Sun. Yeah, he knows to come back.
Making Air Force trip to the World Championship, earning 2 silver medals with a fourth-place finish in 2011, making their second appearance in this year's championship series, led by head coach Raul Rivera. Please welcome Mexico. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the flying of the national anthem. Bearing the national flag for each team for Japan #1, Yoshimoto, wide receiver and punt returner. Players for Mexico, number 12, quarterback Roberto Vega, and number 18, fellow quarterback Raul Tejos. We will first honor Japan with the playing of its national anthem. Benson joining players from Mexico on their side of a program from the global Arlington Migrant Program. We welcome them to the stadium as well. Now
Welcome to Canton, Ohio for the IFAF 2015 World Championships. Hi again, everybody. In the shadows of the Pro Football Hall of Fame, we are in Day 3, Round 3 action. Winner of today's matchup between the number 2 Japan team and the number 3 Mexico team will head to the gold medal round. Looking forward to that. Joining me is Troy Richardson. Troy, interesting game. When I think of Japan and I think of Mexico, I want to think baseball. But these are a couple of pretty good football teams.
These two pretty good football teams that have met 3 times previously. Japan winning all 3 contests in international competition. Let's take a look back at these teams in their previous game. First off, for Mexico against the United States, came out and set a tempo early with a great first half defensively. Just could not manage to get the offense going as they went down to defeat to the United States. Japan, same story defensively, forcing the U.S. into several first half turnovers, and it finally took a trick play for them to reach the end zone as they went down in defeat to the United States as well.
For both of these teams to advance to the gold medal game, they're going to have to count on a couple of very big players. One on the defensive side of the football, one on the offensive side. Stars to watch or a couple of good ones?
Well, right here you got Octavio Gonzalez. They call him the Thor of the Mexican team, and he wheeled out Warhammer from the defensive line position. The man he's got to try to stop, well, that's Shohei Kato. He leads this high-octane attack of Japan. He's coming off a record-setting performance in the first round loss to the United States.
Those player profiles brought to you by Rydell, official football equipment of IFAF. We're set for the kickoff. Going to have you along with us. It's turning into a beautiful day in Canton, Ohio. Stone's throw from the Pro Football Hall of Fame, Tom Benson Stadium. Taking a look at these teams setting to kickoff. That's Mexico helmets and the green uniforms with the black tops set to receive in their white top uniforms. Red pants is Japan. Mexico coming in as the number 3 seed. Japan, number 2 seed. These teams have met 3 times before in this World Championship Series, with Japan winning all of them. This one is deep into the end zone, and it's going to be brought out all the way across the 20, near the 25. Ball comes loose, scramble is on, and bringing it from deep out of the end zone for Japan was Noriaki Kinoshita. Let's see. Seems to think they have it. Officials are down there digging it out. They're looking, still looking. Now you can see conversation. There it is. Japan will maintain possession. And I think, let's take a look now at the coaches for both these teams. First of all, for Mexico, Raul Riera. There's a good look at him. And for the Japan team, had a lot of success. And part of the reason is their head coach, Kiyuyuki Mori.
Talking with Coach Mori the other day, he coaches in the prestigious X League in Japan. He wanted to focus on here using their speed, quickness, try to get into some open space, and that's one of the things you'll see with the spread attack of the Japanese. It utilizes their speed in the open field. They
are spread, 4 receivers, both left and right. Second man on the receiving end. It's a nice catch by Kurihara. Let's take a look at the starting lineups. First of all, the offense side is brought to you by Seed Sports. You can see the quarterback, Kato. He's a good, impressive offensive line. And they've got to be able to be able to run spread offense. They'll throw it. He set a new record, throwing it 49 times in the loss to the U.S. Back to pass. Now this is Takada. At quarterback, he throws it out in the flank. Bubble screen is complete. And that is caught to Kinoshita. Let's take a look at the defense. First of all, for Mexico. Again, brought to you by Siege Sports, and keep an eye on the fella, number 93, Octavio Gonzalez.
Yeah, Octavio Gonzalez, they call him the Mexican Thor, and he wields that Warhammer from the defensive line position. He's hoping to get an NFL trial here. And for this Mexican team, they've got 4 players that have played on NFL practice squads.
And again, seeing a different quarterback in there. That is Etsuo Kato. So I'm not sure if Kato got hit on that first thing. Breaking a tackle, headed the other direction across 40. They have the angle to catch him. I don't think so. And just like that, Pan is on the board.
There's that quick strike offense of the Japanese. Their job is to get the ball in space, make one person miss, and take it all the way to the end zone. As you see, the Japanese fans having a lot to celebrate here early on as we take a look at the replay. Nice job of sitting in the pocket, checks on his receivers, makes the 1-man miss, 2-man miss. Guess what? Nobody has the angle on Carrera, and he takes it all the way for the touchdown.
Takashi Kirihara. He had 3 catches for 15 yards, but that's the biggest one of his career, I gotta believe, especially in this kind of a situation and environment. He goes 70 yards for the touchdown. On to attempt the extra point for Japan is Shintaro Seki. And the kick is up and good. First possession for Japan on 3rd and 5. They scored from 70 yards out. They take the lead 7-0 at the 10:42 mark.
We're going to get another look here at the touchdown. Another different angle. Look at him. He checks down his receivers, cover, checks the 4th man, sits in the dead spot, makes 1 man miss, 2nd man doesn't have the tackle, and he is all the way for pay dirt.
And again, Takashi Kirihara. There he is. Look at the young man. Look at him. Where's the oxygen?
He's still playing football in junior high after seeing the Super Bowl one time.
Ah, there you go.
Show some muscle work.
Yeah,
IBM.
Extra point is good. That time of possession, just 1:10. They were staring at a 3rd and 5. Again, Shohei Kato, the guy who set all records in the loss against the United States, took the first snap, and then coming in and actually leading that drive after that was Tetsuo Takada.
A lot of times Takada comes in, you'll see him go more to a flex set, triple option set, but that time showing good poise in the pocket.
Did a nice job finding his wide receiver, and they let him make the play. Kirihara, electrified 75-yard touchdown run. Mexico will get their first opportunity on offense. That return was brought out near the 20-yard line. See where they spotted. We take a look at the offense of to you by Seed Sports. And again, keep an eye on Roberto Vega. This is a team that really struggled to run the football, and I got to believe they're going to come out and try to establish some kind of a running game to see if they can get back on track after gaining negative yards against the United States in their first game of the World Championship.
Well, talking with Coach Riviera the other day, one of the things he wanted to focus on is the strength he thinks of his offensive line play, Tom, and they want to try to get a good look and try to establish a run early.
Here the handoff, they'll try to get to the perimeter. Good Phil coming up and making a nice open field tackle near the line of scrimmage. Coming out of the backfield defensively for Japan. It looked like it was Kinoshita. We take a look at the defense of Japan. And again, play the 4-3. Defensive backs are expected to come up and help out often. They have a lot of tackles, and they needed them in that game against the United States. There was a young man coming up, Takeshi Mayak. Here's the handoff, left side, breaking 1 tackle, but being wrapped up. And again, early on, Mexico trying to test the perimeter and then unable to get to the corner.
That's a great job of pursuit there from the Japanese defense as they all take care of their responsibility. One thing, talking with the Japanese coaches, players, they talk about discipline, knowing your role, and knowing your responsibilities. You get a look there at head coach Mori, who also coaches in the X League in Japan, but it's discipline. It's the mindset of Japanese culture, and you're seeing it here early defensively.
Go with 3 receivers to the near side. That's the wide side of the field. Bottom of the screen. He looks that way. Has a man there and has it, but can't pull in. Would have had enough yardage for the first down, but unable to come up with catch for Mexico was the wide receiver, Andreas Salgado.
Fujimoto coming up, making the big hit here, jarring the ball loose, and we saw this in the last game. You got to hold on to that ball. You know that it's coming. You got to look at it and tuck it away. That was enough for the first down. That would have moved the change. But a nice hit there by Japanese defense.
Yeah, great job by Fujimoto to come up and make the stop and pry that ball loose. As you can see, the wide receiver looking downfield, turning his head as the ball arrived. Driving punt, taken at the 30-yard line. Coming near side, now stepping inside, finding some blockers across the 40 to the 45. That is Junpei Yashimoto on the return for Japan, and he'll give him outstanding field position. Second possession of the ball game for Japan. If you just joined us, they scored on their first possession an electrifying 7-yard touchdown reception for one of their better wide receivers, Takashi Kirihara. And still at quarterback is Takada. Takada from the shotgun. Hands off, trying a little inside trap. A nice wall build up. Good yardage. Boy, you can see that big offensive line for Japan paying off as they walled off the right side of the defense, allowing good running room. And 4 yards. They'll give them 3.5, we'll call it.
As you take a look here at the replay, nice job by the tailback. Look at patience, following the blocker, doesn't get ahead of him when he feels the contact, covering up both ends of the football. Very good running there by Japan.
Ryo Takaji on carry. He's got 3. They'll make it 2nd and 7. They're at midfield. Second possession. Takata, quick hitter. Nice catch. Going back against his body to pull it in. Late flag comes in near the 50-yard line. Very close to a first down. Forward progress has the first down.
Chop block, number 78 and number 57 on the offense. 15-yard penalty, second down.
So that's going to negate an outstanding catch on the perimeter, again by Kinoshita.
Nice reception, but it's still going to be for naught. They're going to try to get a look at the chop block. See the cut there? Nice pass. I love how the receiver extends for the ball. Good tackle, but we're going to bring that all the way back to the 35-yard line, Tom.
Oriaki Kinoshita, 4 catches for 39 yards against the United States. Still looking for Shohei Kato on the near sideline. Not seeing him if he's eligible. Yeah, he is standing down by the offensive coordinator, so either something they didn't like going with Takata. So far it paid off, but as I say that, this pass is batted down.
Nice job there. They bring up the strong safety on the blitz. Pass goes up. He does a nice job of batting it down. Good read here. Good call by the Mexican defense, taking it to Japanese offense. You see he's going to come right off the edge, coming off on the blitz, gets the hands up. Nice job there by the defensive end getting the knockdown.
Good read. If you can't get to the quarterback, get your hands up, get a passing lane. That's our player watch from our pregame. And he is a good one.
Octavio
Gonzalez got his hands on that. So the penalty and the incomplete pass brings up a 3rd and 22 for Japan. Rolling near side. Got a man in the flat, but he wants to go deep. Traffic. 4 Mexican defenders unable to come up with it. The pass intended for Noriaki Kinoshita.
Good coverage there by the Mexican defense. Obviously a little bit easier to cover when it's 3rd and 20. But a nice job of flowing with the quarterback, sitting right in the lane. Nice hit. Even if he catches it, not enough for a first down.
It's a great shot right here. You can see the quarterback focused in on his receiver. Really almost unaware of some of those defenders were coming to the center of the field. Lucky that was an interception. So Japan, after going on their first possession, forced to punt here in their second possession of the game. Driving kick. Wind is blowing sideline to sideline. And this is a pretty nice punt, and it will force Mexico to take over inside their own 20-yard line. 7:49 remaining, 7-0. We're in the first quarter. Glad to have you with us. The sun is coming out, the clouds are breaking up, and it's a beautiful day here in Canton, Ohio, in the shadows of the Pro Football Hall of Fame. 48-yard punt for Japan, and Mexico will take over. So you're going to spot out of bounds at their own 18, where it'll be 1st and 10. Vega back at the controls for Mexico. Working with 4 wide receivers. 2 to the wide side, 2 to the near side. Turns hands, a big hole, running room across the 20, near the 25, falling forward to the 26-yard line.
Good blocking up front there by the offensive line.
That's going to be
Mexico, just a little bit of zone reader. Just seeing reading the seal there by his tackle. Makes the cut up, able to pick up 9 yards. Going to set up a 2nd and short.
Irving Alamia. Alamia with the carry for Mexico. He's the man in motion. Coming to the bottom of your screen, looking. Second read, now 3rd. He's going to put it up for grabs, but it's going to be out of bounds along the near sideline. Pass intended for Mexico's Andres Salgado.
I like that call, Tom. You know what? It's 2nd and short. Take a chance to go up down, see if you can beat him deep. You still have another chance here to get the shot at the short run.
And handoff goes inside. It's going to be very close. Let's see where they spot it. Marker coming from the far sideline is going to be Luke's got it.
First down here.
It's going to be a first down for Mexico. Their first down of the contest. As they air it out near side. Nice reception with running room along the near side is Roma. Rado San Roman has good running room, and he got Mexico in Japanese territory for the first time this afternoon. Nice reception, 26 yards on the pitch and catch.
Nice job by Roma. Does a nice job making the catch, but it's a yard after reception. He's picked up nice blocks downfield, breaks 1 tackle, keeps extending, going to pick up other 15 yards, getting into Japanese territory.
Roberto Salazar with an outstanding block along the near sideline that freed him up an additional 15. We'll try it the same way, other side, but this one is well overthrown. Good read on the far side defensively also. Coming up, Fujimoto out of the defensive backfield.
I think we're going to have holding here called on the offensive line for Mexico.
Oldham, number 65, offense. 10-yard penalty, first down.
Not the situation one if you're Mexico. Now you're looking 1st and 20. Sack up inside your own side of the field. Got to keep trying to get the ball in space, make some men miss. I like the offense here that Mexico's running. They need to keep going to their running game a little bit.
Now they're trying to spread this defense out, see if they can't get the linebackers to start reading to the outside. They've worked it well, but now see if they can overcome this self-inflicted wound of the hold penalty. Back to pass. Vegas this man out of the backfield. It's caught, brought down near midfield for Mexico is Alan Rosado.
Once again, nice short pass. Good pursuit by Japan. Mexico's game goes on. They might try to go to some type of reverse to use that pursuit against them. As you see, get a good look here. Nice job looking at Vega, the quarterback. Nice catch. Good tackle, but the pursuit by Japan. Mexico at some point in this game is going to try to pop reverse and use that pursuit Mexico against them.
Haru Hirasawa to stop defensively. You're going to see a lot of different folks out here. These teams tired, playing 3 games in a matter of 9 days. This pass a little bit underthrown, and all of a sudden the offensive man for Salgado for Mexico has to turn into a defender to keep it from being intercepted. Inside position belonged to Atsushi Fududa.
As you take a look at here on the replay, he just unheaves this one, uncorks it. Nice job here by the offensive player, batting away, stopping the pick. Would have been good as a punt, but it's going to be 3rd and about 18 for the Mexican offense.
Salgado defensively or offensively for Mexico had to become a defender. 4 receivers set, 3 receivers to the top of the screen on the wide side. Pulling near side, little shovel pass underneath, running room. Now breaking a tackle to the secondary goes the running back for Mexico. That's Jonathan Barrera. And Barrera has good yardage, but he's going to be shy of the first down. See if Mexico decides to go for it.
It's going to make a decision time here. Nice job of shovel pass. Good job of getting number 77 out in front of him for the block. Frees him up. Decision time here. Going to bring up 2nd and call it 2.
Barrera with the nice run. The shovel pass inside.
Talking with Vega, the quarterback, the other day, I said, hey, if it's short yardage situation, whose number do you like to call? He goes, my own.
Well, let's see if he does that. They're going to go for it on 4th, and we'll call it 2. He goes straight ahead. He's got a good push. It's going to be very close. It'll depend on the spot. But it looks as though Vega rolled through and was able to get the necessary yardage.
I like that. A confident quarterback, an honest quarterback as well, picks up the first down yardage.
First down.
And Vega will have first down on 4th and a yard and a half. Look at a good push by the offensive line.
You stand beside Vega. He stands about 6'3", 215 pounds. Good, strong, powerful quarterback. Described himself more as a pocket passer.
Yes, he is. Pace is going to be hit. He's going to lose the football, and it's picked up. Fumble is recovered by Ryota Takahashi. Takahashi has the fumble recovery. Let's see who jarred it loose. Might have been corner Betts coming off the edge. Let's see.
Came from the backside. Going to see what kind of look we
I think it might be Shikama, number 24.
Yep, fights off the block, blows up the quarterback, strips for the football like you're supposed to, and that was Shikara.
Defensive lineman, 5'8", 232 pounds for 24. Mudakasa Shikara with the sack, forcing the fumble, and the recovery belongs to Takahashi. And the best drive of the afternoon so far in the first quarter for Mexico is Dahl on the fumble recovery. Takata back to pass, got time, finds hand underneath coverage. Pass is complete, trying to slide through 2 tacklers, and he does. Falling forward is Kazuki Kamiyama, and he's got first down yardage and then some. He's going to have to run off the field and put his shoe back on.
Kata here, nice job as a quarterback. I love how he checks down all of his receivers. That was his 4th option, Tom. He does a great job showing patience in the pocket, having faith in his offensive lineman. Mexico's got to start dialing up some blitzes and putting some heat on him and making decisions early.
And thanks to a loosely fitted shoe, he's getting an additional 7 yards and a first down. That was the only thing left of him on the attempted tackle by Mexico.
Nice job there as a quarterback. He read the blitz coming. He adjusts his protection, calls for a bit that forces him to roll out away from the hot blitz coming. Great job here by the Japanese offense.
Yuda Yashi on reception. 195 pounder. Had good numbers, 5 receptions, 53 yards, and 1 of the touchdowns. He's favorite target. It's fun to be a receiver if you're going to throw it 49 times. And that's what Japan did in the loss to U.S. Hand got the trap but could not get away, and now help has arrived. The initial hit came from Mauricio Lopez, the running back. But help arrived, and Takachi had nowhere to go. Here's Kanseekin off the tackle. Nice job.
Nice job by Lopez, holding him by the leg, almost pull off the left shoe. A good pursuit there by the linebackers for Mexico.
Mauricio Lopez listed at 6'4", 308. That might have been in his 7th grade.
That was before breakfast.
2nd down and 10. Gain on that run. They'll try it inside again. This time, handoff goes inside to Taku Lee. Taku Lee, some hard yardage off left tackle. He's got maybe a couple.
Nice stick.
On the stop.
Nice stick there by number 52, Nore, for Mexico. He laid the wood zone, which is going to bring up a 3rd and 8 situation for Japan.
So on 3rd down and 8, Kata with 4 receivers. In the backfield, sends the receiver out. He'll look for him underneath the coverage. Wide open. Does he have enough? And he does. Gets into the secondary, put a nice open field move, and falls forward for a 1st down.
Fly on the play, see what the call is.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, number 9 on the defense. Half the distance to the goal line from the end of the run, automatic down.
Out of Gill University, Taku Lee, 5'10", 109-pound running back, has 1st down yardage and more. A lot of it is on his own once he got into the secondary, but a good read again by Takata at quarterback.
But look at the protection. Great job by the offensive line, picking up blitz, giving Takata time to throw. Hats off to the offensive line for Japan, knowing their assignments. And let me tell you, those blitzes are coming in different positions. You've got to communicate. That center is doing an excellent job of calling out the protection for the O-lineman. Great job by Japan.
And now penalties have hurt Mexico on both sides of the football. As this penalty, personal foul, roughing passer, puts Japan in the red zone.
Timeout, Mexico. That is their 1st half.
Mexico didn't like the set or the play they had in, so they're going to take a timeout. Good call with 2:04 left, coming from their head coach, Kiyuki Mori, and they lead it 7-0. But Mexico had drive stalled by a holding penalty, and now a big personal foul from the passer penalty gives great scoring opportunity to Japan, who's looking to put away Mexico in this series for the 4th time in 4 meetings. They are undefeated in their previous meetings. These 2 teams have a history. They met in the gold medal game where Japan won that one. Japan owns 2 golds, 1 silver, and 1 bronze in the previous 4 world championships, while Mexico boasts a couple of silver medals. There's the quarterback. Good look at him. Already 5 of 7 for 109 yards and a TD, and right now he only once have I really seen him throw into coverage. For the most part, he's been throwing underneath. He's been finding his 2nd, sometimes 3rd and even 4th receiver, or even a back out of the backfield. He's done a nice job reading the defense of Mexico.
Mexico's got to start making him uncomfortable in the pocket, and haven't yet, and he's just got plenty of time to sit back and throw.
Takata with the running back option near side, short side of the field, trying to get to the boundary, but ripped out of bounds to 10, a couple yards. And the running back, Kosuke Kamiya.
Nice job on the option there. Good read by the quarterback. Takes it. He feels the defensive end is going to come up. Nice relationship. Gets out there and he's able to pick up 3 yards.
Nice job. Point of the attack. Blockers, the guard and left tackle for Japan, getting the job done, allowing and enabling them to get to the perimeter. 2nd down. They can pick up a 1st down inside the 2 from the shotgun. 3 receivers to the top of your screen right. And now Takata will call one in. He saw perhaps corner blitz coming. He wanted extra protection that side because he wants to throw backside. He does, and it's a touchdown. 2nd of the afternoon for Takashi Kurihara.
Kurihara, nice job on the read, but great job by quarterback here, Takata. As what he saw was linebacker coming up, wide open middle. The corner's playing him heads up. Look how he forces the protection to go to the side. That allows the inside slant to get open, and that's an easy touchdown reception.
Very impressive way this play was set up. You can see the motion of the offensive line and quarterback. Everybody going right. He stops, plants that right foot, and fires a strike to the backside. And Kurihara has his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. On to attempt the extra point, Shintaro Seki. Seki's kick is up, and it is good. Impressive offensive drive aided by a roughing the passer penalty by Mexico, and Japan is back on board for 2nd time here in the 1st quarter. They lead it 14-0.
Not the start that you wanted if you're Mexico, trailing 14-0 here. They've had a chance, Thomas. We've seen move football. Penalties have hurt them, giving the ball back to Japan. Penalties again on the defensive side for Mexico. Japan able to methodically move the field ball downfield. But take a look at these averages here. 2 receptions, 2 touchdowns. 80 yards total. He's only averaging about 40 yards reception. You can't ask for much better than that on the offensive end for the wide receiver for Japan. As they're going to tee it off again here from the hash. One thing with Japan is they take a lot of pride in special teams. They'll run 4 or 5 different kickoffs. They have 2 or 3 different offside kicks. They have 4 or 5 different punt protections, 4 or 5 different punt attempts. This is a team that not only they play the game, they are truly student of the game of football, and that's one of the reasons up till the U.S. started playing in the international tournament, it was dominated by Japan.
Came after the turnover that was set up. It's a 51-yard drive, time of possession. And remember, that came after the fumble, the sack, the quarterback, and it gave Japan with literally half of a field to play with. Hey, we at Big Time Sports are proud partners with the USA Football and ESPN in producing all of USA World Championship games. The Big Time Sports Network brings the best of sports by television, radio, mobile app, and online. Catch all the action on Big Time Sports. Go to www.bigtimesportsohio.com or catch us on our mobile app at BTS Ohio. It's absolutely free. Download to your smartphone today. Well, Mexico, they've got to get something going. It's been a tough first quarter for the Mexican squad. Vega looks, comes back over the middle. He's got a man. There's a reception. And a first down. Hopefully that will breathe some life into this Mexican offense.
Nice job there by Vega hanging in the pocket. Once again, when the pass protection is there for Mexico, they can complete the ball. Vega has a very strong arm, hits them across the middle, but as soon as he catches it, 2 defenders from Japan right there to make the tackle.
Reception, a nice one by the 5'10", 177-pound Diego Villamontes. Villamontes with the reception. He gives Mexico the first down.
Draw by Mexico. And if you watch, Tom, both these teams try to go no huddle. They both want to force tempo. I know talking with the Mexican head coach, they thought that they might be in a little bit better shape condition-wise than Japan, trying to catch Japan after that hangover game playing the U.S.
Quick out passes, a little bit underthrown. Receivers wide open. They had the block downfield that they wanted. The pass was caught, but because he had to literally dive for it, Joseph Olgid could not do much with it.
Tom, you made a good point right there. The wide receiver blocking. Talking with Mexican coaches, talking with the players, they all talk about sacrifice, that Aztec warrior spirit that they have within their team and sacrificing for each other.
Olgid on that reception for a couple of yards. And try the opposite side of the field. Pass intended on the far side.
That's a tough throw to make across your body, across the field. You're looking at it might only be a 5 or 7 yard out. You got to throw the ball about 25 yards to get it there.
Alejo Trevino unable to come up with it. So it's going to bring up a 4th down. So after a good start to this drive, again, Mexican stalls on a couple of incomplete passes. That's the thing about the passing game and that spread offense. Sometimes you got to be so perfect. And as we saw that, even though they were completed, because it was behind the receiver, they weren't able to come up with it. Penalty flag comes in as the reception and the wall is set up nicely near side, and another good return from Japan's Kazuki Kamiyama.
Just got a little bit aggressive there blocking-wise for Japan. I think they're going to get called for the hold. But once again, good special teams play by Japan, trying to set up the return. You just can't be so aggressive with your hand play.
Kazuki Kamiyama, not a big list, 5'6", 177 pounds. You can see good speed, good vision, especially in the open field. He's been a productive part of the success of this Japan squad. Now the officials will sort it out as to where it occurred.
Kick holding, number 6 of the receiving team. Half the distance from the end of the kick, first down. We'll extend the quarter with 1 untimed down.
Okay, there's the explanation, and well done. And that was my question. Were we going to end the first quarter, or are we going to have the untimed single play? And that was answered nicely by our head referee.
Japan going to get their worst starting field position of the day by far.
Now this is a big series, I think, for Mexico. Even though there's plenty of time in this ball game, but they haven't been able to get much of anything going.
They've got to start. They can't get their offense. Hasn't been gotten into much rhythm of the flow. And when that happens, you've got to start creating your offense at the defensive end, creating a turnover, putting Japan in some bad situations. There's flex bone set, triple option.
There's the pitch. And again, this is Kamiyama. Kamiyama trying to find a perimeter, cannot as they stretch the field. Well, the first quarter is in the books, and it's been all Japan. Couple of touchdown catches for their outstanding wide receiver, Takeshi Kurihara. Had some good money. There he is. That's right, showing you the guns. Kurihara. We'll be back with more right after this. First 12 minutes are in the books as we begin quarter number 2 from Canton, Ohio. Glad to have you along with us. Tyler along with Troy Richards, Japan dominating.
I think they're bringing in more of their spread personnel coming in. As you take a look at the total yardage here, Mexico 82, Japan 132. When you look at the stats here individually, Japan 7-9 passing for 132 yards. Mexico just 4 of 9, 52 yards.
Takata on 3rd and long, drops down his goal line, airs it out. It's got a man, but overthrows him. Pass intended on the far sideline for Yuta Hayashi. He cannot come up with it. Overthrown, and boy, Takata would love to have that one back because he was wide open. Yuta Hayashi.
But there's a pretty big pass rush there coming by big number 98 who doesn't allow him to settle in the pocket very well, and that forces him to throw the ball a little bit earlier than he would want to.
Takata did a nice job standing in the heat of that rush and airing that ball out, but it was the pressure that forced the overthrow and now forces Japan to punt from inside their own end zone. Rolling to his right, the kick is off, and it's a good one. And they'll take it at the 50, so Mexico's going to have outstanding field position. Nice job coming up to collect that ball by Jonathan Barrera.
Well, we talked about it, Tom, how Mexico was getting it gone with their offense, so you need to do something defensively, and they did. They pinned Japan deep, and now the offense is going to get the ball with great field position right at the 50-yard line.
You know, we looked at those first half numbers for Mexico offensively. They're not god-awful. 82 yards total yards, and when you look at 132, Japan 70 of those came on pass play. So Mexico has moved the ball in penalties and turned them. They have to avoid those, obviously, to get back into this ball game. Just underway, head off here in the second quarter, and now keeping it running right. And this is a dual threat quarterback. In at quarterback is Raul Sanroman.
Sanroman comes in. He's more of an option quarterback. He's someone who's going to want to tuck the ball away and run a little bit more mobile. As you see him there with the play fake, almost fakes out our camera guy and does, and he turns the corner just enough to pick up the first down.
And they didn't need to block Motoyuki Hirai, who was coming off the side. He was coming off the perimeter. And a great play fake. And we're able to run around him. Coming up into the secondary to make a stop. Nice job on the tackle is this Gawa, defensive back for Japan.
I like bringing in the new quarterback here. It changed your tempo up, and this defense had been getting into a rhythm against spread. Now you've got to go against more of a run-style quarterback, an option-style quarterback, going to make that inside zone read. It's going to force these defenders, especially the defensive ends, to stay at home for Japan.
There's the man in motion. He wants to throw, but no time to do it. Again, pressure coming from both sides. Leading the way for Japan was Motoyuki Hirai, and Hirai has the stop and the sack for Japan.
Hirai coming hot right off the edge. No time to throw at all as he just gets the ball. There comes the blitz. Great job by Japan. Good discipline coming right off the edge by Hari, and he comes through for the kill shot.
So going to bring up a third down and long. Let's call it 14 for Mexico. Trying to get something going offensive. And there's the quarterback draw. Picks up a block into the secondary, but read nicely. Nice job coming off his block to come out of the secondary is Shoichiro Suzuki. The linebacker does a nice job coming up, take the open field tackle, prevent the first down.
Well, Suzuki drops here a little bit on pass coverage, sees the draw. He's going to come up, and he's going to meet him in the hole. Great job keeping his feet, coming rapid, making the tackle.
Masayoshi Takeda did not make the stop, but he was instrumental in rerouting the quarterback in the secondary. So bring out the punting unit on 4th and 10. Here's the kick. They're angling for the corner. And it's going to go out of bounds. Let's see where they spot it. Is he going to get credit? They're going to call it a touchback. It's going to be a touchback. So Japan gives up the field position early. Mexico with the first down in midfield cannot capitalize. They cannot pick up first down. And thanks to the defensive sack from Motoyuki Hirai, that stopped that drive. So it's again been sacks, and it's been the penalties that have stopped Mexico. And offensively, they keep putting their defensive unit out there. It's going to be a long day for that defensive unit.
And they're putting their defensive unit on their backs wall, not getting first downs to give them a little chance to get a little bit of a break here. They just haven't had a chance to catch their wind.
To count on a long count, redirect, perhaps changing the play. Parks out the signal. Man near side. His man on the short out, try to break a tackle, make something happen. And I believe that is, and it is, that's man with the 2 touchdowns tonight. Takashi Kirihara with another catch. This time they'll give him forward progress. Maybe 3, we'll call it 2nd and 7.
Kirihara is very dangerous here. Take a look at him. He catches the ball. Look how he's going to spin back to try to make the tackler miss. Almost does. That's what makes him a dangerous receiver, is if he can break one tackle and the pursuit's not there, as we saw earlier on the second play of the game, Tom, he can take all the way to the house.
So long handoff to your talented players. Get them open in space. There's the inside handoff. Not much running room there. Not fooled was the interior defensive line for Mexico. They were there to make the stop. Read that nicely. A short gain of maybe a couple. It's going to bring up a 3rd down and 6 for the Japan offense.
For Mexico, this is pretty much what it was like against the United States. The defense came out pretty strong, hard hitting, forced the U.S. into the punch. They just could not get any type of offensive rhythm going to put some points on the board or to keep their defense off the field.
So looking at a 3rd and 6. Put a man in motion near side. That's the tight end for Japan. 3-step drop. Looks up. They set up. They use that tight end to block on the near side. Then it's up to the man out of the back to see if he can get it yardage for the 1st down. On the reception is Taku Lee.
There's just that little bit of a scat route, that long handoff out of the back. Now, as you're going to see him here, going to come out. Yes. Nice job of the tight end trying to seal off downfield. Good backside pursuit here by the Mexican team. Nice job by number 13 there, fighting off his block to make the play. Moreno there to get the tackle to stop the 1st down.
Yes, it's a 1st down. Japan forced to punt. Charles Seiki. Seiki's punt end over end. It's going to be taken again at the 33. Jonathan Barrera, their special teams guy, takes it straight ahead. He's done a nice job coming up to make sure he catches the ball and does not let the ball bounce. A couple of short returns. But again, Mexico with pretty good field position. They'll beat their own 36 to start this drive. See if they can put something together. And again, it's really been a case of self-destruction for them. Missed blocking assignments and sacks, one of those being a fumble, set up the 2nd touchdown for Japan. And then a holding penalty stopped the most productive drive that actually had them in Japanese territory near the 30. Yeah, let's see who they come back out with. It looks as though they're going to come back out with Raul Sanrola at quarterback.
Sanrola in there, a little zone read, zone option. Reads him coming down, pulls the ball back out, is able to pick up 4 yards, going to make 2nd and 6. And this is a situation you want to be 2nd and 5, 2nd and 6, staying right up on your tempo, right up on line.
Mexico wins the award for me for
well, Tom, when you look at this outfit, when you look at the uniform here for Mexico, a little bit of history with it. If you look at the side of the Mexican helmet, it has the Aztec god Quetzalcoatl on it. As you get a good look there, and you see the headdress, you see the feathers in the back. Well, last time Mexico played in this World Championship, you had to earn those stickers. The head coach Riviera said, you know what, guys? You've earned them by being here. We're going to fold out like a full Aztec warrior headdress. That's the type of headdress you'd see on an Aztec warrior. If you look at the knee pads on the Mexican team, those are the talons of a falcon, of a raven, of a warbird. And they want to come out with that warrior attitude that the Mexican Aztec warriors had.
So far, they've yet to show it at least an offense. And here's the quarterback. Breaking tackles, he have a 1st down, and he did it all on individual effort.
And those 1st downs come in a premium day for Mexico.
Raul Sanrola, elusive as he takes it straight up the field, slides through a couple of tackles and picks up a 1st down. So whatever it takes for Mexico to move the chains, they've done it. Thanks to a couple of short runs by the quarterback, Raul Sanrola. This time he'll hand it off. Nobody on the outside. It's a head blocking. Let's take a look at the penalty. Let's see if they sort this out, if this is going to go against Mexico again. This is what this offense, they just have not been able to get out of their own way.
74 offense, 10 penalty, 1st down.
They just keep pointing that gun right at their big ton. You know, speaking of headdress, we've got some fans in the crowd.
The Mexican fans, how about that?
Coming here, they got their headdresses out. They know the Warriors. They've got the hashtag on there. I know the ones on their phone. Probably tell their friends, hey, check them out on the web.
That's right. Hey, download the Big Time Sports app. You can see us on television.
Worldwide.
Here's the snap after the 10-yard walk-off, the holding call, trying to hit his receiver outside. Pass is a little bit high. Pretty good coverage coming over to make sure there's not a catch out of the defensive backfield at Suji. He makes sure that that was not going to be caught. Pass was intended on the far sideline for Heriberto Salazar.
Nice job rolling to the sidelines. I like how he puts the ball here. The only person who can catch it is the receiver, but he just drags him too far to the sideline.
It'll bring up second down and 10. Let's see if they try to go underneath the coverage. 4-3 defense on Japan. Here's a pass out into flats, and again, that was intended for Joseph Olgin.
So it's going to bring up another third down and long situation for Mexico. We've seen this 2-3 times tonight, and they just cannot seem to capitalize.
And again, had a wide receiver open. He might have been able to get that penalty yard back, but again, running might be the forte of the current quarterback, Raul San Romas. Throwing might not be his strength. And Mexico, unable to score so far, are going with the leg of Raul San Roman at quarterback. Nice 10-yard run. Unfortunately, Mexico was looking at a 3rd and 20. They'll get half of it back, and they'll have to bring the punt unit back out onto the field.
And they only took about a minute 20, minute 30 here off the play clock before their defense has to come back on the field. As you take a look at the draw, that could have been a big Japanese defense. You got to keep your feet, make the tackle in the backfield. Still manages to get it back to the original line of scrimmage. But they're going to have to punt it away again.
Masayoshi Sakuda. He's mentioned his name a lot today. Here's the rush. Yes, getting it off. Good pressure on the punter. This ball's going to bounce. Mexican bounce. Can they get to it? No. They were hoping to do a hat dance around it inside the 5, but that's not going to happen as it goes into the end zone, and the Japan offense will have 4:48 trying to add to a 14-0 lead before the intermission.
And really, Tom, since the first half, since the first quarter, this Japanese offense has kind of stuttered here and not done much. Hats off to the Mexican defense as they've stepped up and made some big plays.
Now, this team is capable of scoring quickly. We saw that on the 81-yard touchdown or 70-yard touchdown run to number 81, Takashi Kirihara. Let's see if they look for him again. He wants to air it out. He's got a man wide open and caught at 50, staying in bounds, and finally wrestled down, making an adjustment to the football was Noriaki Kinoshita. Noriaki Kinoshita with the catch. Credit the offensive line for giving Kata time to find his man.
When Takata has time to throw, he makes the big play, finds his man, finds his receiver. He just got behind the defensive player. That is an absolute no-no. He catches it, stays in bounds. Good heads-up play, able to pick up another 8 yards.
Well, he really found a soft spot inside that zone or behind his defender. He had good numbers against the U.S. at 4 catches. He got a big 38-yard catch on that one to his credit here in the first half. And Japan is driving, trying to add to a 14-0 lead over Mexico. In 3 previous meetings in these World Championships that started in 1999, Mexico has never beaten Japan. And right now, Japan has the upper hand.
Offside. Now 93 on the defense. 5-yard penalty. First down.
Well, I look for Japan here maybe to take a shot in the end zone. It's going to be 1st and 5. Why not put it up top? You only got 5 yards to go for the first down. On first down, look for them to try to go deep.
You heard the penalty call out by our referee, Einar Bolstad, out of Norway. We have referees from Norway, Australia, Poland, Denmark, Finland, Sweden. A couple of them from Denmark, and the back judge is for the United States. 5-yard penalty brings up 1st and short. Wanting to throw, 5 waits. His man opens up, being dragged to the ground. Takata gets the pass off and gets it into the hand. Another big catch for Kinoshita. Noriaki.
Showing good hands right here, but look at the patience. He wanted to go deep downfield. The collapse, finds his check down receiver, makes the catch, hits the sideline, and gets out of bounds.
Nice job by Kinoshita to keep the route alive and keep going to the sideline. Wait for your quarterback to make a play. He did. He was open. Good pass, good catch. First down, Japan. Nearing the red zone. 1st and 10 at the 22 of Mexico. Plenty of time on the play clock. Here in the second quarter. Now airing it out in the end zone, and it's going to be incomplete. Trying to find the seam for Japan was Naoki Maeda. And Maeda unable to get up, and he had a big day against the U.S. 5 catch, 61 yards. He's been a go-to receiver for Shohei Kato, but Kato is not in this game. We saw him take first snap. We don't know if he got hurt and came out. He is standing on the sideline and has been with the offensive coordinator, help signaling plays in, but it's been all to Kata, Tetsuo Kata, and he has been impressive. Here's the handoff inside, trying to establish a little running game and busting his way in the red zone for Japan is Taku Lee.
as you take a look here when the replay comes up on Lee, you're going to see him run horizontally, but he's going to do a great job of squaring his shoulders vertically. He's going to go and then squares up, gets to the hole, gives a little shimmy, keeps feet driving, keeps falling forward to pick up that extra half yard to bring up a 3rd and 5 situation.
He did not meet a defender for the first 3. Great job, the offensive line for Japan. Good push right now. They're dominating this 3-4 defense of Mexico. Here's the snap, looking inside, quick out. It's caught, look out. That could be trouble into the end zone on the reception. Aoki Maeda has the catch and the touchdown for Japan. An impressive drive by the Japanese to increase their lead over Mexico. And on receiving end, that young man, Aoki Maeda.
As you take a look here, cardinal mistake by Mexican defender. He tries to go for the pick, doesn't get knocked down, and that just leads to an easy touchdown reception. Going to get a little bit better angle here. Nice job of standing tall in the pocket. Rifles it. The defender, he got to knock that down. That's where 33 Garcia, and he's right there. You've got to knock that down, or at least make the tackle.
Emil Fernandez got beat on that play. It was a nice route because earlier you saw they have set that play up by sending Maeda into the end zone. They came back this time and he cuts the route off, catches it underneath the defender, breaks a tackle at the 3 and takes it into the end zone. Aoki Maeda with the touchdown after a big day against the USA. He's the Japanese version wearing the number of Giuliano out of the New England Patriots. Does the same things. He can beat you deep, but more than likely he'll beat you underneath, and if you don't make a tackle, he'll run past you.
Good here for Japan is how they've been spreading the football around. They're not just throwing to 1, 2, they're throwing to 4, 5 different receivers on a lot of different routes, spreading that football around so that secondary for Mexico can't lock into anything. They're changing up blocking coverage, their pass protection up front. That keeps the defensive line for Mexico off rhythm, and they're keeping that Mexican defense on the field. And Tom, pretty much having their way now here late in the second half.
Impressive drive by the Japanese, 75 yards, time of possession 2:15. They picked up 22 yards on the ground, but passing Takeda was 2 of 3 for 53. A couple of big catches in there. Remember, setting that up for Kinoshita. Not much running room on that return, and Mexico hoping to get something going. They're going to start deep in their own territory.
Great special teams play there by Japan, pinning Mexico deep their own 11-yard line. And if you're Mexico here, you got to watch yourselves. You turn this ball back over to Japan, you don't pick up 1 or 2 first downs, they're going to get the ball in very good field position.
Almost imperative now for Mexico, as you said, Troy, to either run this clock out or pick up a couple of first downs so that they are forced to. There's little time and a lot of yardage for Japan because they can get it done in a hurry. They lead it 21-0. Fake handoff inside. San Roman has good running room straight ahead. Well, Mexico trying to pull some positives out of this first half play. I think they've at a point now where they're going to stay with Raul San Roman. Move the football, just has not been able to capitalize. Some of that has come from holding calls and miscues, as Mexico's already been penalized 4 times for 45 yards.
You're going to take a look here at the replay on that. Nice job on the read, good trap, good block there. Picks the first down.
Alan Rosado. Pass comes out into the flats where it's caught. Much yardage trying to spring their wide receiver, Julio Sanchez, open. But he's unable to get much of anything. Nice job tackling in the open field by the quarterback coming up for Japan.
And if I'm Mexico here, I want to wait. I want to take that play clock all the way down about 3 seconds before I'm going to snap it. I don't want to try to give the ball back here to to Japan any sooner than I have to.
2nd down and 7. Roman on the option, takes the pitch, he'll keep it and he'll pay for it. He'll get a couple of yards, pretty good hit. Lay on him.
Right now for Japan, everything they're trying to do is keep everything in front and inside. Keep that Mexican offense in front of you. Don't give them a play to get excited about, to get a little bit of momentum going in the second half. Shows the ball, takes it away. Nice job covering the ball up once the contact happens.
Kahira did a nice job of following that play. The big defensive lineman getting a half a tackle on that play. They'll hand it off inside across the 30, near first down yardage, but maybe about a half yard short. Let's see where they spot him. Hard running between the tackles for Jonathan Barrera. Seen Barrera on some special teams earlier today. Now they're going to bring the chains out and measure. Well, the language barrier, it's all about football now, but you think about the players and the coaches and different teammates from different countries. How about is the possibility of a language barrier between some of the officials? As we mentioned, our crew is a mixture of officials, but it's always interesting. But we're speaking the language of football.
Speaking the language of football, and having talked with some of the officials there, and Bill Monye, who's kind of head of the officials here for IFA today, he said that to be an official in IFA, you have to speak English. You have to be able to communicate in English. That's one of the requirements.
Pretty good idea. This is risky with 50 seconds to go. Are they going to try to get the jump off side, or are they going to go for it? You can see San Roman say, just get out of the way so we can run this thing. It was 4th inches.
Well, they have that advantage on the offensive line. They outman Japan by about 35 to 40 pounds a man on the line, just trying to blow it up front. And
you can see Raul San Roman, he had his offense up on the football. He wanted to go. He wasn't concerned whether Japan was ready or not defensively. And he was yelling at the officials, hey, get out of the way. We want to snap the football and pick up this first down. Gutsy call coming from Mexico, and their head coach, Raul Rivera. He does make that. He's from the football back to a highly potent offense of Japan.
Hey, you're down 21. You got to gamble a little bit.
3 receivers to the top of the screen, wide formation, rolling that way. San Roman still looking. He's got a man open, and he never saw it. Sprinting down the same sideline, wide open, having beaten his defender on an inside-out move. He had a wide open receiver, and San Roman never saw it.
And he was just pressured so much outside of that pocket, flushed out, he never gets a chance to see him, as we've got a penalty downfield. But if I was Mexico, I would come back to sprinting that quarterback up, sprinting him out to the sideline. Japan's defenders come up so hard, they're going to lose their man they're guarding. He's going to have a chance to throw it downfield.
Let's listen for the call.
Double foul on play contact, sideline interference on Mexico. 15-yard penalty. However, it's going to be a 1st and 10, Team Mexico after penalty enforcement.
There you go, sideline interference. The officials have to have room to run. And if your players are in there, they can't see him. If you look down the field, and there it is. You can see at the very top of your screen. I don't know, fellas, if we can run that back. But at the very top of your screen, you can see there was players standing in the area, and the official running into him, and that's an automatic penalty. So that'll move the football back. Mexico tried to run out the clock, and Roman cuts against the grain, goes the opposite way, breaks a tackle into the secondary and beyond. Raul San Roman, impressive half of football, unfortunately has not been able to direct his offense into the end zone.
Can't put it in the pay dirt right now. They're at least getting some first downs moving the football. And maybe this is going to give Mexico a little bit of momentum going into the second half, some different type of be able to go with.
Over to make the stop for Japan. He called his number. Kichi. Looking right, Roman wants to throw. Now back over the middle, has his man on a delay pattern. We've got penalty flags everywhere. Let's sort this one out. It'll stop the clock with just 21 seconds remain.
Offside, defense, number 99. 5-yard penalty, first down.
Ryota Takahashi, the guilty party on the defensive side of football. There you get a look at the Japanese head coach.
Coach Mori.
Yuki Mori. Penalties in favor now of Mexico, and some of those are very costly, not only in yardage, but in stopping drives for Mexico.
The quarterback is driven out of bounds. Mexico's got some time here. They've got 2 timeouts left, 14 seconds to go. Working the sideline. If Mexico can't get inside field goal range.
Out of bounds, stopping the clock. See if they don't come back perhaps to that out route where they had the man open on the previous sideline interference penalty. They've got twins up on the right side in your picture, 2 receivers on their side. They'll call the bubble screen to the far side. Not much there, and again, good inside-out help defensively. That pass was caught by Joseph Oljan, but not much room to go. They got good fill from the inside, and they were stuffed on the outside. No running room whatsoever.
Timeout, Mexico. Second timeout.
And once again, you see that good pursuit by the Japanese defense. They're just lying around the field. When that man makes the initial hit, you'll see 2 or 3 or 4 those white helmets around there. Good inside pursuit, and that's when you start getting turnovers happen because you start stripping the football.
Well, as we mentioned, this is second game here this afternoon. The winner of this one will advance to the gold medal round in the championship, which is going to be held on Saturday. The loser will fall down into the bronze medal game, which will be the second game on Saturday. Winner's game will await the winner of tonight's final game, and that features the United States and France. And many people looking forward to that matchup. The United States at 2-0, 2-0.
First timeout.
And I know, Tom, you haven't had a chance to see France yet. They've got one of the more elect players in the tournament, Anthony DeBee, as he already has 2 touchdown returns off kickoffs, one for 102 yards, another one for 92 yards. I think that's something that for the Americans, they've got to be a little bit concerned about tonight.
It's going to be interesting to see if they can get the ball to him in space. He had limited receptions. I think just 3 catches in that in last game by France.
Another big weapon for France is the kicking game, as you could look at the Aztec helmet for Mexico. Now you've got 3 or 4 players here from Mexico, played on some NFL practice squads, have that experience of playing at a high level. A lot of them with international playing experience. A couple of them, are going to get some NFL look here, some tryout camps. Hopefully, trying to make a roster, trying to make that practice squad.
Well, for people that are passing by, if you're taking a dog for a walk here past Tom Benson Stadium and you look in, you're football. You have no idea, unable to see the scoreboard, that's Japan versus Mexico. It looks like good old US of A football. That's exactly what it is. Played in over 71 countries around the world. 3-step drop, stepping up under pressure. Now he'll stop, throws it down the field. That's going to be batted away. Nice job defensively. That's good. The final 7 seconds off the clock, coming up and batting away is Masashi
End of the first half.
Fujimoto. It's been all Japan on the scoreboard. 21-0. The Japanese lead Mexico. It's halftime. Welcome back to Canton, Ohio, and Benson Stadium, just a stone's throw from the Pro Football Hall of Fame here in Canton, Ohio. We're joined by William Healy, mayor of Canton. And let me be the first to say, you've done it again. You do it every year for the Pro Football Hall of Fame induction, and you've done it again. You've hit a home. Congratulations to you, the city, and the volunteers. You get it done right every time.
Well, thank you. And it really is all the volunteers of our city. Thousands of people during the Hall of Fame Festival, and we're very excited to host the world for football.
Now, you've done this before, so you have some experience not only with the football, but you have some experience in hosting IFAF, the International Federation of American Football League. You hosted the 19
Yes, and that was so much fun. I was at virtually every game. I've been to all the games so far this time. And I'll tell you what, for those fans out there, we've got games tonight and games on Saturday. If you haven't been to them, you need to come on down. This is just exciting to watch the USA play. And, you know, countries from all over the world represented here playing in Canton, Ohio.
I think it's kind of ironic and important at the same time that we're hosting an International American Football Championship right next to the Pro Football Hall of Fame. We know Canton's rich tradition, its rich history. I can't think of a better place to host it. And what do we got to do to maybe keep this for a couple of years?
Well, I think that's our goal. And you know that we've got a major development project here in the works where we're talking about expanding the Hall of Fame. We're going to tear down the stadium, a brand new stadium here. We're going to build a luxury hotel, convention center. A whole number of items are going to be put around this complex. And we are going to be the place everybody in the world wants to be when they're talking football. So I think we'll be able to pitch bringing it here permanently.
You mentioned one of the exciting things going on in Canton. What are some of the other things that help this be a destination city for folks, not only to come to the Pro Football Hall of Fame, but all of the surrounding things that are attractions here in Canton?
Well, Canton is rich in tradition, obviously around football. We're the birthplace of professional football. In the year 2019-2020 will be the 100th anniversary for professional football. We plan on having a huge part in. So we're going to be building a lot of things towards that. It'll be like our Olympic time. So Canton 2020 is really going to be something special. Go ahead.
I can't let you. Listening, can't let you go without talking a little bit. When you talk about the birthplace of football, you talk about the tradition of Canton, McKinley, and Massillon. I know you're the mayor of Canton.
That's our rival now. You got to be careful.
And there's big things going on in the Canton City schools. If you could briefly, Canton, McKinley, and Canton merging, and what is that going to do to the programs, the school, and what's going to be the outcome for the student athletes?
Well, it's a lot of communities. You have shifting populations, and it was time where we're merging our two high schools into one. McKinley is going to be the single high school here in Canton, and again, with their history and tradition they have in McKinley, we expect that will continue on for many more years.
Well, I appreciate you being here, and again, let me be the first to congratulate you, with you, the city, the volunteers, and everybody. Job well done, and let's see if we can't continue to host this championship. It's a lot of fun, and it's great, and let's get the fans on here.
Well, thank you so much, and we're happy to welcome the world here to Canton, Ohio. Thank you.
William Healy, the mayor of Canton. We're going to take a break. Second half highlights and more coming your way. Stay tuned. First 24 minutes have been controlled by Japan. They're looking to make it 4 straight over Mexico. Japanese came in as the number 2 seed, Mexico the number 3 seed. Most of the highlights that you're about to see are going to be coming from the Japan side of the football. They've been very impressive on offense.
And right from the gate, Japan led their quarterback, Teriyata, has just led this offense right down the field. And we take a look as it started right out of the gate. This first reception is going to go for 70 yards to pay dirt for the Japanese team. Right down the field, great catch, 70 yards, spin all the way down the field is Keihata, and you're going to see him coming up here again as he hits pay dirt. There's Mexico, forced into another fumble by the strong Japanese defense. Look at the hit from the weak side, forcing a fumble, again another Mexican turnover.
Turnover gave Japan excellent field position, and they cashed in at the other end.
Cashin again finding one of his favorite targets for his second touchdown. Swarming defense again by the Japanese. 3 sacks so far in the game, and that quick strike offense moving the ball down the field for Japan. Make one man miss. What do you get? Another touchdown.
Touchdown for Maeda. Kinoshita set him up. He's had a nice game as well. And as expected, Japan's able to throw the football whenever they've wanted, and that's been the key to their 21-0 lead. We're going to take a break. Second half coming your way from Canton, Ohio. It's the IFAF World Championships. Back right after this. We're back to a sun-drenched Canton, Ohio, and if the mayor of Canton, William Healy, is responsible for this, he's hit another home run. But we finally got the sun coming out. Clouds have gone. It was overcast for today's first game, a game that was won by Australia, 16-8 over Brazil. This is game 2 of a 3-game day of football. Let's take a look at stats from this contest where Mexico and Japan are matched up trying to get into the gold medal game.
Look at Mexico. They've got a 3-1 advantage rushing the ball compared to Japan, but Japan has done all the damage through the air. 183 yards passing, led by Kiriato, 4 receptions for 87 yards, 2 touchdowns. They've spread the football around, hitting 5 different receivers for Japan. First down's pretty even. Penalties have come at inopportune times for the Mexicans. They've got 5 penalties for 60 yards. Japan hasn't put the ball on the ground, and Mexico has 1 turnover, Tom.
The stats brought to you by Gatorade, the official sports fuel provider of USA football. We're ready for the second half of PUR as well. Tom Linder along with Troy Richardson. Glad to have you with us as Japan gets set to kick the ball off. Set to do the honors. Putting toe to leather is Shintaro Seiki. Mexico needs to get something going offensively. It'll be interesting to see if they stay with the quarterback who finished the first half, Raul Sanroma, or if they perhaps will go back to their original starter, Vega. This is taken in the end zone, a couple of yards deep, across 5 to the 10, stumbling out near the 14-yard line. Is the return man. And for Mexico, that is Jonathan Barrera.
Something interesting when you watch international play, a lot of times when you see American team catch the ball 2 or 3 yards deep inside the end zone, they would just hit the knee and take the ball out of the 20-yard line. Here, you very rarely see that happen. They want to attack, and it's all about the offense. They try to field every single punt. There's no letting the ball drop on a punt.
And it looks like we're going to have Vega back at quarterback to start the third quarter.
A little bit more of a passing quarterback, pocket protection.
Isaias Vega, the quarterback. And now he needs more protection to his right. He'll go that way. Here's the handoff. Guy was misaligned. You're supposed to be the lead blocker. You got to be close to the direction we're going. That's what quarterback is for. Vega got in the right place. They'll pick up good yardage on first down.
That's what they need to do on first down. Pick up 3 or 4 yards. Give them a second and manageable. You don't want to get into those long 2nd and 8, 2nd and 9 situations.
The shotgun, and now we've got confusion. Vega was not ready for the football. He's having a conversation with his center right now, saying, hey, when I say snap the ball, that's when I'll take it. Let's listen in.
Illegal snap, number 61 offense, 5-yard penalty, second down.
And just when we thought Mexico had something rolling, second and manageable, now they're looking at 2nd and 11.
And that is a look of a coach down 21-0 and not much going right. Raul Riera, head coach for Mexico, looking on. Got to get something going. You're straight ahead, good yardage. But again, Mexico trying to overcome self-inflicted mistakes. It killed them penalty-wise in the first half on both sides of the football. It continues to hurt him here as they're now looking at a 3rd and long.
As you take a look at the replay here, a little bit of an inside handoff, inside zone read. Gets to the first ball tacklers, but not before he's finally brought down after a pickup of 5.
Irving Almia, the carry. And now Vega will probably be looking at his first pass attempt of the third quarter. Steps forward, talks to his offensive line. Here's the snap. They'll go with the running. Good cutback, but right in the teeth of defense, and a great tack stepping up into the hole. And with the stop is Kensuke Amaya. Nice job defensively, stepping up to make the stop. And let's watch it as it develops.
Nice job on the cutback there. Good pursuit by the Japanese defense ready to make the play.
Nice job by Amaya to read the play, get into the hole, then make a sure open field tackle. So first possession offensively for Mexico does not result in a first down. They'll have to put away. Japan could position. Now the kicker comes up, kicks it with his left foot, and it bounces off the defenders.
And he was lucky to get that punt away. The snap kind of rolled to him. He bubbled a little bit, and he was just trying to get away, trying to gain something out of nothing.
Here's an advantage. Correct me if I'm wrong. He's a right-footed kicker. But watch what he does. With the pressure to his right, he can't do anything. This has got to come from years of being a soccer player as youth.
Almost like a rugby-style punt there, get it away. Get some type of
I'm not sure how many
Mexico.
NFL punters or even a college punter in the midst of it all could turn and kick with the other leg.
And that penalty is going to be on Mexico.
Illegal formation on the kicking team. 5 players in the backfield. 5 yards will be added to the other play. First down.
Once again, Tom, another penalty on Mexico. And then Japan to get great field position here to start just around the 4-3-yard line.
Mistakes have been the key in the contest. Let's face it, whether it's penalty-wise, missed assignments, fumbles, juggled snaps, misthrown footballs.
Kerry Hager, he's got 3 receptions, 83 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Look for them to come back to here pretty soon in the second half.
Playing with just half a field. They're going to air it out wide open. Good blocking in front of them. The catch is complete to Nakoya Mida. And Maida's got good yardage.
It's a good pre-snapper by the quarterback. He's a slot man. The strong safety's defending him, playing him about 8 yards off the line of scrimmage. You see him catch him. There are no Mexican helmets in that picture when he catches the football. Easy chance to pick up more than 10 yards.
Aida, nice catch and run. Aida had a big day against the U.S. with 5 catches for 61, and he's added to that today. He does have touchdown reception, 17 yards. Little inside handoff. Good push by the offensive line and good yardage on first down. And now Japan just enforcing their will on this defense of Mexico. But let's give this defense credit. They've been up there a very long time. The ineffectiveness of the Mexico offense has really forced the defense to be on the field for a long time.
Yeah, it's almost a 3-to-1 advantage as far as time of possession for Japan to Mexico, as they manage to keep their offense on the field a majority of the time there.
Tetsuo Takada has been at quarterback since the second play of the ball game. We're not sure if it's an injury or the starter was just taken out. He still is on the sideline and walking along near the offensive coordinator, sending plays in. That was the guy that had such a big game. Ado.
Nice job on a little double move. Catches it right in the center of the defense. Holds on to the ball, picks up the first down. And once again, Japan just keeps moving the sticks methodically down the field, picking up first down after first down after first down.
Takada sends 3 receivers to the bottom of your screen. Long count. Now he changes the play, apparently looking right and left, barking out a new call. Option, short side of the field, quick pitch. Try to get to the perimeter. Unable to turn the corner was Ryo Takagi.
Nice pursuit there by Maximo Gonzalez from the linebacker position as they run that option in the boundary. Look there, Japanese crowd on hand today by Japan. Seem to know they're on camera, give a little wave there. Take a look here, option into the boundary. Fighting off the block, there's Gonzalez, good pursuit. Pickup of only 2 for Japan.
Maximo Gonzalez does a nice job making sure it doesn't go for any more than a couple of yards on first down. It'll bring up second down and 8. They are in the red zone of Mexico. Fake run, quick pitch outside, bubble screen, nothing going. Flying in to make the stop for Mexico is
Padilla there, no blocking at all on the little bit of bubble screen of the boundary. Good pursuit.
Here's the play action. Comes outside, and well, you got sandwiched coming over the near sideline. It was Show Endo, the wide receiver. He's shaken up on that play. He'll be attended to in the near sideline. He got sandwiched between those 2 Mexico defenders. So it's going to bring up third down and 8. 3-step drop over the middle and miscommunication. Maybe perhaps the official in the way. Pass intended over the middle. I believe that was looking for his favorite receiver so far today, Kirihara.
Kirihara just got jammed at the line of scrimmage through the timing pattern. That was all a timing pattern there. When that gets thrown off, that's when you have the incompletion. But now Japan going to come out for a field goal attempt.
Yep, they'll send down Shintaro Seki to attempt with the hold from Fujita. Defense back.
Seki has an excellent leg.
A 31-yarder. He's hit one from 52 already. High snap, got down nicely, kicks up, and no good, just wide right it looked like. And the timing may have been thrown off. What a great job by the holder, Fujita, to bring that high snap down, and that may have to send that wide right off foot of Shintaro Seki.
Well, the Mexican defense bent, but they don't break. Having been pinned deep again, see if the Mexican offense can get anything started here, Tom.
Let's see if they'll stay with Vega at quarterback. Looks as though they will. Isaias Vega at quarterback. They'll send 4 receivers out to the left, 2 to the right. Lone back in the backfield. And 2 is left. 3-step drop. Pocket collapses. Able to keep it alive. Throws over the middle. It is caught for a first down. Craig Vega with the scramble. And the reception is good. Pulled in nicely by Villamontes. Diego Villamontes.
Villamontes does a nice job. Sees his quarterback's in trouble. Breaks off his route. Comes back to the football. Look at him come back and attack this pass. Shielding the defender away from him. Great catch by Villamontes.
And a nice job to Cooley. Defensively out there. We called his name. And he's out there defensively to make the stop.
Let's see if the Mexican offense can string together a couple of first downs here as the officials want to having a little bit of trouble there spotting the football of all the different hash marks on the field.
Well, the inability to run the football has really forced Mexico to be one-dimensional. as they'll go back to that run game. And picking a tackle, clean outside, now breaking it back inside is Alexis Magalianis. Magalianis has a nice little run. That's the first time we've seen him carry the football today. He breathes a little life in the run game of Mexico.
Magalianis doing a nice job of showing the ability to stop on the dime. He plants that foot in the ground, makes the cut, going to make a cut again. Going to cut it back once again. Once he planted that foot, showing good ability to change speed, change direction.
Best run of the day for Mexico offense. It's 17 yards for Magalianis. That one is overthrown, intended on the far sideline.
You know, Tom, one huge advantage that Mexico, Japan, and the United States have over the rest of the team here internationally is the fact that for the most part, the players start playing the game young. You'll see a lot of players for Mexico having started playing the game at the age of 10 or 12. Japan the same way. U.S., Japan, and Mexico, as you take a look at Vega's numbers there, they play their sport through their schools as opposed to club teams for the other countries.
Roberto Vegas saw his numbers. He was replaced by Raul San Roman in the first half. They went with the running quarterback, a little bit more of the option play. San Roman put up good numbers running the football, but was ineffective throwing it. Vegas can throw it, but doesn't give you that dual threat of being able to run it. Well, handoff long. After the incompletion, they'll pick up a couple to bring up a 3rd and 7.
Good job, the offensive line getting a good initial surge. You need to hold on to their blocks a little bit. I love how the run back lowers his shoulder, tries to deliver the low to tackler.
Moriyuki Hirai on the stop for Japan, making it 3rd and 7 in Japanese territory. Little flare screen out to the near side, getting by one tackler and diving for first down yardage. Question is, did he get it? But down 21-0 with 5:20 on a running clock, 3rd quarter. You got to go for it.
You have to. San Roland is right there. San Roland, the wide receiver, number 18. If he can pick up the block right there, that's going to pop him loose and get him free. Look for the sneak again.
Nice job by Alan Rosado, and they'll seek forward to get the first out on 4th and 1.
Well, Vega wasn't kidding. Yesterday when I asked him, I go, hey, it's 3rd and short, 4th and short. Whose number are you going to call to pick up the first down? He said myself, and he did.
He's done it again. They picked up a couple of 4th downs in this contest. They'll get 4 fresh ones, trailing 21-0. One of their best drives of the day. Let's see if they can continue. Vega steps forward, resets his offensive line, strolls out to his right, recommunicates the play with his wide receivers.
Seeing single coverage.
3-step drop, looking right, now looks left, got coverage, has man right through the hands, and incomplete. Oh, a perfectly thrown ball on the near sideline for Trevino.
Gonzalez just can't seem to bring it in.
Holding, number 74, offense, 10 yards, 4th down.
And Tom, you heard it right there. Mexico finally starts to move the football. What happens? Penalty.
Well, it'll be something obviously they can address before Saturday, whether they are able to come back and win this or if they lose, drop out to the bronze medal game. But those are very correctable penalties. Again, a very nice throw off the hands of quarterback Roberto. Off the quarterback hands Roberto Vega. He wants to throw again. He's got a man wide open over the middle. Caught at the 15 and struggling forward to about the 11-yard line. And a big pass play breaking over the middle. On the reception is the big fella, 6'2", 210-pound Heriberto Salazar.
Salazar showing great concentration here. Finds the seam right down the middle of the safety, catches it, goes to contacts coming, picks up the first down.
Mexico, I believe, in the red zone for the first time tonight.
Well, this is by far their best drive of the game.
And on the option, you can see the difference between Raul San Roman and the running ability of Roberto Vega. Vega not the runner on that read option that San Roman is. Don't be surprised if down here inside this height yardage they don't come back to San Roman, who's a little more effective in running football.
And Tom, this is important. For Mexico, you've got to score here. If you don't score with this opportunity, it's going to be totally demoralizing to that team.
Vega looks over the defense, await the snap. 3-step drop, looks left over the middle. Got his man, touchdown Mexico.
Nice job on little slant route.
And guess who that was? Raul San Roman from quarterback to wide receiver makes the catch over the middle on the post route. And he finds a way to get his team in the end zone.
San Roland doing it all here. Vega, nice job, got the time, makes the throw, throws a dart on the post route. Good job catching it with his hands, snapping it in. First touchdown here for Team Mexico.
And he beat Taku Lee with the inside post move to open himself up. And a nice job by Vega to thread the needle. One quarterback to another. And the kick is up and good.
So a little bit of life here for Mexico, getting, I believe, their first touchdown here of international play for this World Championship. Getting on the scoreboard, the defense has done the job all day. And Tom, you got to believe if Mexico now, if their defense can keep playing, getting a few stops, the offense seems to be in rhythm now. They know what type of quarterback they want to use. Mexico might be able to make a run at this.
Well, Mexico, as you remember, defeated by the U.S. 30-6, just a couple of field goals, really all they had to speak for offensively.
And early on here, Mexico trying to shake a little bit of the dust off. They had that bye in the second round, so they haven't had a chance to keep playing football as Japan has had to do.
Against the United States, they had 7 yards of total offense in 51 offensive plays. They've been able to do much better than that here in Japan. However, they still find themselves down 21-7, 3:27 remaining third quarter, and they will get set to get football back to this high-powered Japanese offense.
Very good kicker here for Mexico. He's put a few into the end zone so far this week.
Set to kick it off, Jose Maltos. Taking it inside the 10, running room, look out, dragged down from behind. Thankfully so, or Maltos was said, I'm going to have to make a tackle. And another nice return, all-purpose yardage. Guess who? Takashi Kirihara on the return for Japan. He's got a couple of touchdowns. And look at the quarterback numbers for Tatsuya Takada, who, remember, did not start today's game. 12 of 17, 200 yards.
Well, Kirihara has attended the NFL Veterans Camp, so he does have that experience of playing football at the highest level.
8 different receivers have caught a pass for Japan today. That's how much they spread it out. They'll keep it on the ground. They'll hand it straight ahead to Kosuke Kamiyama.
And nothing there for Japan. This Mexican defense is stepping it up. They get a 3 out here, get football back before the end of the quarter. And Mexico's got a little bit of momentum going to their side.
Seeing a little bit of life out of this Mexico defense, who we mentioned has been on there. That was the longest rest of the afternoon when we talk about that Mexico defense. A 10-play, 90-yard drive, 3-4-4 off the clock for Mexico offensively, and maybe that gave a second wind to their defensive unit. This pass is caught in the flex. 2 mid-tackles and finally brought down, but not before they've got first down yardage. Nice job after the catch, yard after contact. Big on that particular play for Shoma Endo.
Endo doing a nice job of shaking off the defenders from Mexico. You got to keep your feet. You got to get the head across the body. You got to wrap up. You can't be diving at these Japanese wide receivers. These wide receivers very well coached and know how to shake loose.
So again, getting the ball to the wide receiver at open space pays off for Japan. They've got a first down. They're knocking at the door of the 50-yard line with first and 10. 3-step drop. Now up in the pocket. Finds man out in the flats. The check down route intended for Katsuya Nagakawa, and he can't pull it in. Pass throw a little bit behind him in his defense.
That's one of the few drop passes we've seen today, Tom, out of the Japanese team. Nice job of staying in the pocket, steps up, rifles it right there, and just right off his hands.
Nagakawa was the safety valve. You saw the quarterback's head rotate through his progression, one read after another, then finally stepping up in the pocket as it started to collapse. He hit his safety valve, and now the draw play. Sidesteps one tackler, straight ahead goes the ball carrier. That's Ryo Takagi, and he's got a couple of yards. It'll bring up a third and a manageable 6 for Japan, and they're into Mexico territory.
Tajikari there did a nice job of escaping the outstretched arm of Lopez. They had him at the line of scrimmage, but manages to pick up 5 yards, going to make it 3rd and 5.
Kata quarterback, there's a good shot of him in the backfield. To his left, Teku Lee. We called his name. He plays both offense and defense. For a block, here comes pressure. Late delayed blitz is going to pay off for Mexico. On a delayed blitz, find a seam was David Aceves. And Aceves puts the pressure on the quarterback and forces the punt. Watch how late this blitz develops. Here he comes backside.
Comes from the delayed zone blitz, and that's a few times we've seen Japan's quarterback get rushed at all. And he's been forced out of the pocket, forced to throw the ball away. Mexico going to get the ball back, 1:23 to go here in the third quarter.
That's what the Mexico defense needed. Get the stop with the football back in their hands. They've started to get into a little bit of an offensive rhythm. Good pooch punt. Let's see if he can knock it out of bounds, and he does. Oh, doesn't get any better than that.
That is special teams football to T. He got it hit right at the 5-yard line and popped horizontally right out of bounds. And now for Mexico, they've got to go 95 yards to pay dirt.
43-yard punt, and he knocks out of bounds inside the 5. See where those spotted. That was inside the 5. I'm not sure where these guys are. They're very confused. They've got it at the 7 as opposed to the 2.
Wow.
How do you make a mistake like that? Now they're bringing it out to 10? Everything.
Field, though. It actually hit on the field.
It bounced down the... Wow. Oh, that's a break for Mexico.
That is a huge break for Mexico.
Shintaro Saki's over here shaking his head saying, hey, I dropped that inside the 5.
And I think the referee want to...
Let's go to replay.
Or not.
I guess we can't do that.
Big breaker for Mexico.
Roberto Vega turns. He'll hand off right side. Waiting for his block to develop. Penalty flag flying in. This is probably going to be a hold against Mexico.
I think they're going to get
They're doing their best to keep the big fella out of the backfield. And that's Minori Kahira, who they're trying to hold, keep him out of the backfield. So the penalty was a chop block below the waist on one of the interior linemen from Mexico. Well, another penalty, and they'll have it back where this ball should have been spotted on punt.
They get to half the distance. Once again, another penalty on Mexico.
Now, they were able to put together an impressive 90-yard drive on 10 plays. And if they're to get within a touchdown, an extra point of Japan, on this particular drive, they're going to have to go now 95 yards to complete the task. They'll flip the fullback, Ruby Castillo, to the right side. He'll lead block. Handoff goes that way, pushing his blockers forward. It's the running back for Mexico as he bowls his way off right tackle for a couple. Ball carrier was Alan Rosado.
Rosado's going to pick up 4, going to put the ball around the 9-yard.
And we got a penalty flag at the 5. Let's see who this goes against. Personal foul, face mask against Mexico.
And those are penalties you just cannot have. I mean, that's inexcusable. Coach Rivera there a little bit frustrated.
And Japan said, we'll take the down. They're going to decline the penalty. They'll take the down. So give them the 3-yard gain, bring up a 2nd and 11. Interesting decision. Vega will eye the defense with running backs both left and right. To receivers to the wide side. He's going to look that way. He's got a man, and now going to throw it deep. Intended down the field, and it is caught and intercepted. Outstanding interception by Takeshi Miyake.
Takeshi Miyake gets hip to hip with the offensive player here, gets himself in perfect position, goes up and tell your DBs, your wide receiver, go attack the ball and catch it at its highest point, and he does that. He's hip to hip here. He's going to go up right with him, snag it. Great interception.
Ball a bit underthrown. There's a pretty good breeze, mostly from side to side. May have had some effect on that ball. But again, underthrown and unable to come up with the catch. But the interception belongs to Japan. Another turnover. Stalls a Mexico drive. Play action. Kata wanted to go down the field, but that's not going to happen. Good pressure coming inside. Mauricio Lopez has the sack for Mexico.
Lopez comes in at 6'4", 308 pounds.
That's going to be the end of the quarter. It's been all Mexico, or a correction, Japan, but Mexico's gotten back into 21-7 on score. 12 minutes coming up right after this.
We believe in football. Believe in Friday night lights, Saturday afternoons, any given Sunday. And we believe in where all of that began. We believe heroes are made in the 4th quarter, and that every kickoff is a fresh start. We believe in pregame rituals and halftime speeches. We believe the best 11 will always beat the 11 best. We believe in teaching fundamentals and building character. We believe in educated coaches and engaged parents. We believe in creating positive experience for all and keeping the game fun. We believe in team. We believe in lineage of Bryant, Rockney, Lombardi, and Dad. We believe you don't need a stadium or yard line to have a game. We believe that even greater than the heroes on the big screen are those you give a ride to game. We believe there is nothing more American than football, and that football gives us all something to believe in. Teamwork, confidence, pride. We are USA Football. We believe the scoreboard doesn't tell the whole story. We believe the football family, and that we can achieve a better, safer game together. We believe in football.
It's a beautiful day, round 3 of the IFAF 2015 World Championship. IFAF, the International Federation of American Football. Japan come into the tournament as the number 2 seed, leads 21-7 over Mexico, who is the number 3 seed. Winner of this contest will advance to the gold medal round game on Saturday to take on winner of the upcoming game tonight, and that's the USA taking on France. Japan in control with football as we start third quarter action. Pass is complete underneath at the 45, up to about the 48-yard line, well short of the necessary yards for a first down.
Roughing the passer, number 52 defense. 15 yards will be added to the end run. Automatic first down.
Second time that Mexico's been flagged for a roughing the passer.
That's about right. Mexico gone about 7 plays without penalties, so they're pretty much on time right there, Tom.
Yeah, let's see. They're attending to is, nope, that's one of their offensive linemen. Yep, that's the big fella up front. Katsuyama. Katsuyama's going to slowly walk off under his own power. That's a good sign.
Got to look here at the quarterback's point of view, see if we can pick up the late hit.
There it is.
Yep.
Ball well gone. That's a good call. Pass was completed out into the flats. Choma Edo.
And you tack on another 15.
And another 15. Gingerly walking off to the near sideline is the big offensive tackles, Katsuyama.
And Mexico has taken lead here in total yards. But
they're marching along between the 20s, but only once have they been able to get into the red zone and take advantage with the score. Japan has been very efficient, scoring on half a field, scoring on big play, and one really putting together just one drive. This 21-7 lead.
And really, I think the Mexican defense, they've been put in some bad situations all day. I thought they played pretty well. They just haven't had a chance to get off the field for very long because Mexican offense in the first half could not seem to put together a drive.
Let's see what Takata comes up with. No gain, maybe half a yard on first down. Tetsuo Takata, handoff. Boy, shoestring tackle. Otherwise, Ryo Takagi might still be running. As it is, he's going to be very close to and does have a first down. Appreciative crowd from Japan in attendance. There's the tackle as he dives forward. He gets the first down. We mentioned Takagi, not very big, but very effective, especially inside. They have him listed at only 5'4".
Not a lot of size here for Japan, but they do a good job of utilizing their speed and quickness.
Handoff comes to the short side. Good running room cutting up the field. Late flag going to pin his face mask. Spotted by everyone. Nice job running. Finding the seam by Teku Lee. We've seen Lee as a defensive back and as a running back. So, two-way performer.
Face mask, number 56 on the defense. Half the distance to the goal line. Automatic first down.
That's going to be the third person to foul the game on Mexico.
Well, 2 of them. They've gained, Japan has gained 30 yards on this drive alone through penalties.
And I see the face mask coming right there. He just rips his helmet all the way around. He's going to looking out of an ear hole here pretty soon.
Yeah, Manny Padilla, the guilty part. So they'll take him down inside the 10. They'll spot it just shy of the 5-yard line where it's going to be first and goal for Japan. Trying to stretch their lead back out to 21. They led 21-0 throughout most of the first half. Inside handoff. Pass goes out of the flats. Pick up about 4 down near the 1 is the running back. And again, they like Lee in tight because of his size. Teku Lee, 5'10", 190, one of the bigger backs in the stable of backs for Japan. Checking into the contest is Yo.
For Japan, this could be the touchdown that breaks the back of Mexico.
Takata with Takagi out to his left. Tight formation. Splits are cut down on that offensive line. Takagi goes right. Tight end in motion to the right side. For left hash. Handoff through the middle. Oh, very close, but knocked back right at the goal line was Takagi of Japan. Nice open field tackle. Looked as though he might have enough momentum to get across that goal line, but they're going to spot him just shy at the 1.
They mentioned the tight end across, using him as a fullback, as a lead blocker. Great job of stepping up and meeting tight end the hole, blowing him back into the running back. Great job by the linebackers of Mexico.
Yeah, nice job standing the ground and not allowing the running back to get into the end zone. So now 3rd and 1, and for the first time this afternoon, Takata goes under center. We've got an I formation out of Japan, a goal line situation. 6 down offensive lineman. Handoff, right side, power football. Did he get in? No signal yet. Still no signal. They're going to say no.
And other than the U.S., Tom, this is the first time I've seen anyone line up in an I formation. You'll see the Australians come up in a pistol power I, but this is the first time I've ever seen someone go double tight I formation international play.
They look at it. Japan thought they were in. Boy, it looked as though it was going to be in, but he was pulled back, and that was Manny Padilla, the guy who had the 15-yard penalty. There you can see he was very close. And now on 4th down.
The ruling on the field is to run short of the goal line. That play is under review.
All right. Well, looked on the backside. Looks though maybe on second effort he might have broke through that initial tackle of Manny Padilla of Mexico. And at the running back, Takagi may have at least broken plane, if not entered. He looks pretty deep right there.
Good job there by number 56.
Padilla. This might be the better angle. Let's see. Right there. Yeah. He's waist deep in the end zone.
Yeah, it looks like he made it in there.
Yeah, waist deep and then pulled back.
Very quickly pulled
Take
back.
a look at this one from this angle. The top angle. You can see his right foot is in. That means his waist is got to be waist deep.
The ball broke the goal line before the run was down. Touchdown.
Now that is how video is supposed to work. That is how quickly it's supposed to work. The officials here at IFAF are getting it done better.
Much better than the NFL. Usually we'd still be waiting for the first replay to come up in the NFL.
We've gone through 3 beer commercials by now in the NFL. But here they got it right in a matter of seconds. I like it. To attempt the extra point for Japan is all-purpose kicker, punter, and kicker, Shintaro Seiki. And it's up, and it's good. Extra point is good. He's been perfect on that tonight. He has missed 1 field goal, but it's now 28-7, and Japan offensively flexing their muscle once again. And while the yardage might be close or even, you've never gotten the sense that Mexico's been in this game at any point, as they've gotten into the red zones one time, albeit they did score, but it's all been Japan and seemingly the high-power offense that they've been able to put together.
Yeah, Mexico has never really threatened here much in the game. You never get that feeling that Mexico was going to make that big surge, maybe midway through the 3rd quarter, but get a good look there at the Japanese players. Give a shout-out back home to Japan, and we've got a lot of followers of Japan on our Facebook and Twitter feed.
Happy. Look at that smile.
That last
beautiful day, you're playing football in the United States, and you just had a touchdown in the World Championships, and it looks as though your team now has momentum here in the 4th quarter. Not that they've lost it at any time, but the momentum to get in the gold medal game. It's a good day.
Yeah, that last drive for Japan, 5 plays, 38 yards, 3:56 off the clock, and a 1-yard run by Takawa.
Here's the kick. Taken in the end zone, and for the first time today, we're going to have one of the deep backs down football. We at Big Time Sports are proud partners with USA Football and ESPN in producing all 12 USA World Championship games. The Big Time Sports Network brings you the best in sports by television, radio, mobile app, and online. Catch all the action on Big Time Sports. Go to www.bigtimesports.ohio or catch us on our mobile app at BT. It's absolutely free. Download it now on your smartphone. BTS Ohio, that mobile app. You can see games, interviews, scores, and more. Mexico now 28-7. Got to get on it and get on it in a hurry. Nice little crossing pattern across the middle. Short route's going to turn into a big game. They'll move the chains and stop the clock. Pass was pulled in by the wideout.
Gonzalez, number 89, does a nice job. Gonzalez does a nice job of pointing it with one hand, dragging across the field.
Viejo Gonzalez with the reception. They'll move the chains. Hurry up offense. Again, quick completion and getting out of bounds. There's a fan from Mexico. She hasn't given up yet.
They brought about 150 fans here to the United States to cheer on the team. A lot of the players, 4 or 5 of the players were able to bring their wives and children as well.
Well, they've made it into the final round, win or lose.
They're going to be playing for a medal. Both of these teams are going to be playing for a medal.
And Mexico already with 2 silver medals in the first 5 years of this competition. As far as medaling goes, Japan, a perfect 4-4. They've got 2 golds, having won the first 2. They lost to the United States in the 3rd World Championship and were bronze recipient 4 years ago. Here's a pitch, sticks to the hand, never really gets the running back. He'll take it on one hop.
It's never good when you got to fill the ball like a shortstop if you're a pitch man.
Yeah, Irving Alamea able to pick that up on the first bounce. Good job concentrating on that, not worrying about the defender.
The quarterback there wasn't ever able to make the pitch. The ball just dropped out of his hands. They say when you pitch, you want to read your wristwatch on your arm. He just kind of dropped it down to the ground.
So Vega, empty backfield, looking down the field, still looking down the field. He's got his man on a crossing pattern for a first down. Very close on the reception for Mexico is Diego Villamontes.
Villamontes with another catch tonight. We've called his name a few times.
They'll spot him with the first down. Not really all important about the first downs now. Mexico's going to move the ball, get into the end zone, trailing 28-7, and time running out here in Canton.
They seem to be in pretty good rhythm here with this no-huddle offense.
Play action fake to nobody by Vega. He's got a man wide open, in and out, through the arms, incomplete. Oh, well-thrown ball, but Diego Villamontes could not come up with it.
A couple of times tonight we've seen that, but the ball has just slipped through the hands of the Mexican wide receiver. It's hit him right in the hands. Good protection right here. Vega stepping up in the pocket. Makes a perfect throw, Tom. Villamontes is the only one that can catch it right over the shoulder, lay right in that sweet pocket. And he just got to reel that in.
And Tsushi Fujito's there step for step defensively for Japan. It does stop the clock. That's the only good thing. Here's another pass. Wide opposite open. Side. Got a man wide open. Touchdown Mexico, but hold everything.
There's some laundry down the field.
Another flag at a 50-yard line where you might think it would be holding. They negate the Roberto Salazar touchdown. Let's wait to see the call.
Salazar with the catch.
The officials are discussing.
Now, would have been a 46-yard touchdown reception, but hold everything. Vegas seems to think this is going to go against Japan. He's signaling touchdown. Salazar walking all the way back to the line of scrimmage is signaling the same. Let's wait for the call.
Holding, number 59, offense. Then your penalty, second out.
And that sums up that look by head coach for Mexico, Raul Rivera.
Says it all.
Says it all for his team today. Self-inflicted injuries throughout. And I mean of the penalty and mental and physical mistake variety. Pass over the middle is complete near the 48. The reception for Mexico is Joseph Olgin.
Take a look at the penalty numbers. Just 3 on Japan for 30 yards, all coming in the first quarter. For Mexico, 12 penalties, 107 yards.
We're down under 6 minutes remaining. On 3rd and long, under pressure. They're sending everybody down. Goes Vega.
Good pressure here. But Japanese defense, as they bring the noise early on, getting the sack there. I believe Takahashi coming in, bringing the pressure on this Japanese defense. Blows by. No one even touches him coming off that corner blitz. But here's something, Tom. For Japan, playing in his 5th World Championship, Yoshio Wakasaki playing in his 5th World Championship, 46 years old.
How about that? He's been a part of all of them, and he may find himself in another gold medal game. I think the quarterback's arm, Vega, was hit as he was coming forward, and that's an easy pick on a wounded duck floating over the secondary, pulled in by Kasu Maya.
Maya getting the interception, getting the ball back to Japan. You know, you talk about Japan only having 3 penalties for 30 yards. Talking with Coach Murray, as you get a good look at him there for Japan, he talked about the discipline facts. You're going to see Vega get hit there, causes the wounded duck. And the first thing they said is that the discipline in the Japanese culture as they go back into their flex bone set. And we'll get to more of that after this play.
From under set, handoff. We've got a new quarterback in for Team Japan is number 19, Katsuya Nagakawa. We've seen him at wide receiver today. Katsuya Nagakawa is a quarterback for Japan.
Talking with Coach Mori, I said, how does football play into the Japanese culture? He said the warrior aspect, the samurai aspect, and the discipline. You talk about the samurai, you look them up, you study them, they always talk about the freedom of movement, whether it be in their style of fighting, whether it be in their arm. And you see that here in this flexbone style offense they're running now, and you see that in that spread style of offense they run, where the quarterback has a lot of freedom to make decisions and to be flexible in what he does.
Nagakawa on the pitch from the option, not much running room, but right now Japan just wants to eat the clock at 28-7 advantage. Big time off the clock. Very happy to run the football.
And if you want an offense to take time off the clock, it's this triple threat option seen here in the United States with Air Force and Navy with that ground assault where they're going to hold the ball for sometimes an entire quarter at a time.
Well, you look at the quarterbacks previously, you had Shohei Kato, who was throwing it all over. And then he came in and another nice job after taking over the starting role by Tetsuo Takada. Now you're looking at their running quarterback on the option. Nice cut, very close to a first down. He'll push it forward, but I think he's going to be just shy. And here's our more valuable players coming up. We'll announce them shortly.
We're going to have a timeout by Mexico.
Mexico's
Timeout.
take
That's their first. The second
timeout to momentary. Let's take a look at our play of the game while these teams talk things over with 3:02 remaining. And this highlight of the game brought to you by Huddle, the official video solution partner of USA Football.
There's the great reception. Catches it, going to 71 yards by Carriara. Takes it all the way to the end zone. That's your Huddle highlight of the game.
And they got it done early, 7 yards, and that put him up early. He's having some fun. Why not? On a beautiful day in Canton, Ohio. That is our highlight of the game brought to you by Huddle, the official video solutions partner of USA Football.
We look at the history of football in Japan since the 1930s by a missionary, Paul Rouge. It's very interesting once you get into the story of him, the idea of him starting football in the 1930s in Japan. Took a break during World War II, brought it back afterwards. The X-League in Japan, the top football league in Japan. Over 160 universities in Japan play football, as well as over 400 high schools in Japan play football as well.
Well, they'll bring on the punter with 3:02 remaining following the Mexico timeout. Stop the clock. Rolling to his right, little pooch kicking to try to see if he can get the roll, and he does. It's going to trickle inside the 20-yard line. Nice job by Shintaro Saki.
And once again, another style of punting was seen out of the Japanese team. They've run a regular punt, the drop kick. They've ran out of several different formations. A lot of different options here for this Japanese team.
And there, look at the Japanese MVP quarterback, Tetsuo Takada. He's literally on the second play of the game. It turns into your MVP.
And Tom, it's just a situation. Next man up. Someone goes down. We're going to pull somebody else, put him in that spot.
Raul San Roman, who had a touchdown catch, but played second the first and second quarter at quarterback. So he is your MVP for Mexico. He'll be awarded at the conclusion of today's game.
Hirasawa coming in, making the sack for Japan.
Yeah, they're just pinning their ears back now. They're flying to the football. Nothing to worry about. 28-7. And offensive issues continue for Mexico.
And if you're a defensive lineman, this is what you love. Pin your ears back. You're looking at the quarterback. You're trying to get that kill shot.
Over the defense, picked off, headed the other direction. It's the defensive back. Does he get in the end zone? No, they're going to say he stepped out at the 3. The interception by Takeshi Miyake.
Miyake with the interception almost takes it back to the house, but he steps out of bounds
He was
at the 2-yard line.
He was lobbying for the touchdown to be the judge. Let's see if he's in or not.
It's ball hockey defense of Japan stepping right in front, biting the route. It's going to be close. Going to sidestep to the sideline.
Yes,
Yep,
he did.
does.
Good call by the official on the far side. He did step out of bounds for diving into the end zone with the interception. He was hoping to get the pick six, but it's not going to happen. It'll turn it over to his cohorts on offense. And back into the starting role at quarterback is Tetsuo Takada.
Double tight formation again.
Here we go from the I. Short yardage offense.
Balanced.
Man in motion comes left. Ball on the right hash. Hand off. Left side. Looks like he's in. He is. Touchdown, Japan.
Japan, nice job making some adjustments there in the offensive line. They start out in double tight, step the wing up, step the opposite man off, go in balance, and just blow it ahead. Take a look there. Nothing fancy about that. That's just man on man, body on body, straight ahead smash mouth football.
Yeah, they put in the big back. The Q him as a defensive back. He's also their base back that they use, and they put him in the short yardage situations, and he powers his way into the end zone for the touchdown following that interception by Takashi Miyake. On for the extra point. Looking for a perfect 5 of 5 on the afternoon, and it is up and good. After a struggle in the third quarter where Mexico outscored Japan 7-0, Japan is hard back to take control of this contest, and they lead it 35-7 with just under 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth and final quarter. Their game cleanup tonight. Looks as though Japan is elected to advance, and they will be into the gold medal round and the gold medal contest, I should say. They will take on the winner of the USA and France, which is an upcoming game later tonight. 7 o'clock scheduled kickoff here in Canton. 3 games a day. And Troy, we were talking a little bit earlier on our show that, this is difficult. This is not like an Olympic sport where you run a preliminary and the 100-yard dash and you come back a couple days later and run another preliminary. This is contact, full contact, and these guys are playing the equivalency of 2 games a week.
Yeah, and I would international players about that. For them, that's common practice, and it doesn't matter what the sport growing up, whether it's football, whether it's rugby or Aussie rules football. It's just how you do it. For the Americans here, I think we're kind of spoiled where you play one Friday night or Saturday or Sunday and you come back a week later play. For international play, this is pretty much the rule of thumb.
Now, 45-man rosters, and again, you're going to use just about everybody on that 45-man roster. In a series like this, where in 10 days you're going to play 4 games.
And I know, talking with all the international coaches, they want to see football as an Olympic sport in 2024. They're hoping that Boston gets the bid. There'll be more of a push on the IOC to make football an Olympic sport. I know for the countries like Australia and South Korea, if it comes to an Olympic sport, their government will start to do funding for them so they can upgrade their facilities.
Get back to pass, airs it out, beautiful spiral, but his receiver had cut the route short, and it's overthrown. It does stop the clock with a minute 43 remaining. First and second and third and fourth downs really irrelevant right now for Mexico, trailing 35-7.
They're just trying to put the ball in the end zone, try to get a little bit of momentum back, look on something positive going to that bronze medal game on Saturday, which will be played 3:30.
Vega, 2-step drop, under pressure, stepped up, sees a man over the middle. It's caught, but a penalty flag. Let's see if it's going to be offensive or defensive interference. There was contact back near midfield, but the pass is completed to Heriberto Salazar.
Salazar, big target at 6'3", 215 pounds.
He's made some nice catches, and he's shown the ability to get open. He had a touchdown negated, 34 yards on that reception.
25 on the defense. That penalty's declined. Play results in a first down.
Mexico right at the line of scrimmage. They're ready to snip the ball and get going. You're going to see Salazar dragging across the field here. Nice dart by Vega. Perfectly timed. Hits him right in the hands.
The interference, contact between the defender and the offensive man. 10 yards behind the play. That one is tipped in the air and intercepted. Off the hands, the intended receiver, but it goes right into the hands of the defender, Masayoshi Sakata.
Sakara there getting an interception to cap off a great defensive day by the Japanese as they flush the quarterback. pocket right there, and he's just going to go down right at the 40-yard line. Couple of kneels here, and that's going to take care of the ball game.
Sakata coming over to help out. Knocked it off the hands of the intended receiver, San Roman. And the quarterback will take the snap. He'll take a knee. I doubt that Mexico will try to stop the clock. They do have 2 timeouts remaining. They're going to let it run. And Japan will advance to the gold medal game. And for Japan, it will be the 4th gold medal contest in 5 appearances in the 5 championships that have been played in this World Championship for the International Federation of American Football. They won the first 2 golds and a silver when they lost to the United States. They won a bronze 4 years ago in 2011.
And Tom, you said it, where teams will be playing 4 games in the span of 10 days. Well, Japan had a bye, so their game Saturday is only going to be their 3rd game. For France or the United States, it will be their 4th game that they will be playing in 2 games. So Japan has played 1 than the United States or France.
And the teams exchange handshakes and hugs on the field. That's one thing in this international competition. Fierce the rivalry on the field. Great sportsmanship always during international events. Japan advances to the gold medal round with a win over Mexico. They are now 4-0 against Mexico. They'll await the winner of the United States and France coming up next.